Hey friends, welcome back to this channel. Today we are going to be making this beautiful bubble dress with a Basque waistline. I made this for a 6-year-old girl and I have simplified the tutorial. Beginners can actually make this dress following this step-by-step tutorial. So if you're interested to learn it, let's begin.
So here I have 1.5 yards of fabric for the dress. Now this fabric is a silk fabric. That means it's light, okay? So you have to note that if you want a more bubble, a fuller bubble effect, you have to use a strong fabric that has more weight, like a thick, medium cotton fabric, okay? That will give a more standing and full bubble effect, or you can add a hard net underneath before the lining. This is for the front part of the top. This is for the front part of the top. I'll be using this fabric for both the main body and the lining. Go ahead and use whatever you want for the lining, but for this tutorial I used this for both the main body and the lining. Okay, so I'm going to fold it. The length I have here is 17 inches. So I'm not going to use all of that. And on fold I have 9 inches. So to begin, I'll mark the length of the half top. So I marked 12 inches for the length of the upper part of the dress. For the shoulder, I'm going to measure and mark 6 inches. For the armhole depth, I'll use 6 inches. On the chest line, I'll mark 8 inches, which is here. And on the waistline, I'll mark 7.5 inches. So I'll connect the side. Curve the armhole. For the neckline, I'll measure from here, from the end of the shoulder. I'll measure and mark 3 inches. For the deepness of the neck, I will mark 3 inches also. Now I'll connect to a slanted shoulder. So I'll stand the shoulder by ½ inch, that's 0.5, just like this. It has a Basque effect. So for that, I am going to come down by 4 inches. From here, I'll mark 4 inches down. So we'll connect like so. Okay, so you can see how now I'll cut it out. Now to cut the back part, I simply place the front piece on the back pieces and left zipper allowance. So this allowance here is for my zipper because it will be having a zipper and it is 1.2 inches. Okay, so I'm going to cut it. So I've cut it out. These are the back pieces. Remember I said I'll be using the same fabric for both the main body and the lining. So this is what I'll do. I'll place two together. I'll stitch the neckline, stitch the armhole, the side and the center. Okay, I'll stitch with a very little inch. Okay, so it will not take much. I'll also do the same for the front pieces. I've sewn the lining and the main bodice together, and I wanted to show you again the angles that I sew before turning it to the right side. So this is it. This is the center back. This is the side. You can see how tiny I stitched here. Then on the neckline, I took in about half of an inch up towards the sleeve, and then the armhole as well. Okay, now before turning it to the right side, you want to make sure to notch the angles, especially this neckline angle properly. Just shift. Okay, now notch and go ahead and turn it to the right side so that it's able to relax very well by the time you iron it. So I'll go ahead and repeat the same for the front part and then give them a good press. I actually forgot this. I forgot this. I was supposed to fix this before turning it with the lining. So I had to loosen the neckline again and the side so that I will easily fix this. Now I made this with I did not put any boning here. Okay, I only cut a strip of fabric of about 1.5 inches wide. I cut a strip of fabric of 1.5 inches wide and I put hemming gum in between. Then I folded the two edges in with half of an inch, just like this, and folded it again, then pressed it down. Okay, once you add hemming gum in between, fold the two edges and then fold it again to cover rough seam. You iron it, then it will give it a bit of structure. So this is exactly how I'm going to be sewing it on the top. So I'll be attaching these 5 pieces here. Let's say I place one right here. So when I place one, I'll give 1 inch space. I'll measure 1 inch away from the one I placed and then place another one right here. So I'll just take my time to run a stitch on the both edges of the loops. Okay, from the beginning to down. You can see how I assembled them here. Okay, this is exactly how I'll position it from here like this and stitch. I'll stitch all of them, and when I'm stitching, I'll make sure to shift the lining pieces upwards. I'm not going to be stitching together because I need to still turn the neckline with the lining and also the sides that are losing here. Okay, so I'll do that offline and I'll show you guys. I've ironed it and this is what it's looking like. Now we have to join the back to the front. We'll join them at the shoulders first. Now to join the shoulder, we are not just going to, stitch it like this because it will leave rough edges. Okay, so I'll mark the shoulder and then turn the back piece over to the wrong side. Just like this. Watch what I am doing. You see, I brought out the front shoulder. I'll match it right here and then go ahead and join it. So now when you turn it to the right side, it will give clean. You see, this is how you join the shoulder to get a neat finishing. So I'll also join the second part. Now after joining the shoulders, we will join the side. It's time to cut the lower part, that is the bubble skirt part. Now we are going to take measurement of this waistline. So in order to know the length of the waistline to gather the skirt, we are going to take measurement of the waistline, starting from the zipper allowance. Okay, so what I got is 33.5, let's say 34. Okay, so when gathering the bubble skirt part, I will gather it to 34 inches. For the bubble part of the dress, which is the down part, I'll be using this as the lining for the bubble. For this lining part, I multiplied her waist by 2.5. That is her waist times 2.5. That is what I have for the wideness. And for the length, I have 13.5 inches. So what I'll simply do is to gather this and gather the lower part. Now when I gather the lower part, the part that will be at the lower side, I'll add extra 5 inches to what I have on the waistline. I will not make it exactly the same measurement with the waistline, do you understand? So that, of course, the down part is supposed to be wider. This is for the main skirt body. Okay, for this I multiplied her waist by 5. Okay, her waist multiplied by 5. That is what I used to cut the wideness. And then for the length, it is 17 inches in length. That means it is 3.5 inches longer than the lining part. Okay, so that it will be able to drag inside and form a bubble. So the same thing, I will gather it at the top part and also on the lower part. And I've gathered the skirt part, I gathered the lower part and the upper part. And this is the lining part, the lining piece. The waistline was gathered to fit the waistline of the top, while the lower part, extra 5 inches was added for volume. Okay, so what I'll do now is to place this on the right side of the lining piece. I'll place the right side of the main skirt. Okay, I'm going to join it. I'm done joining the lining to the main skirt on the lower part. So this is the wrong side. Now we'll flip it to the right side. Okay, remember the lining is shorter, so we are going to drag the main skirt up to the waistline to match the waistline. Okay, so once that is done, you will see that this will go in. You know this fabric is light, so that is why I had to like make a double gather on it. That is gathering the lining part and gathering the main skirt. So it will come out really beautiful. You can see how bubbly it is. Now this would have been more fuller if it was a thicker fabric. Okay, so this is what the inside looks like. You can see how the lining dragged this one. This is the inside, or rather the under, and this is the right side. Okay, so I'll go ahead and stitch the waistline together. I'll stitch the waistline together before attaching it to the top part. So now we are going to join the skirts and the top together. Alright, so what I'll do next is to fix the zipper and then give this a good press, and I'll show you the final results.
Here is the final result, guys. I hope you got value from this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel if you're yet to. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.